The United States is not buying Gaza. Like, I'm so tired of y'all. Let me do my little braids and then get ready. Let me get ready for the White House. This is what a real Indian looked like. I just wanted to let you all know. Reporting news from the motherfucking White House. It's your homegirl, Corby, your hood press secretary. And word on the street is President Trump is trying to buy Gaza. You know what? I'm not even going to say anything. I'm just going to let you guys listen to what these people got to say right quick before I put my little 2 cents in it.
Troops being involved in that area seldom works that well.
Oh, it's ridiculous. I mean, it's not who we are as a nation to be looking at displacing people from their land and taking it over.
Is that now American foreign policy?
It's no, and it's nonsense.
Let me tell you where you messed up at. Displacing people. We've been displaced for a very long fucking time. Copper-colored people and darker have been displaced for a long time. We're just now finding out that this is our land. But we're not going to go there. Let's keep going. Because what you just said was a lie. Fuck boy.
Say a strong message to Democrats who are out there pretending to be outraged about the long list of crap that this administration is cutting, federal waste and funding, like $2 million for sex changes in Guatemala, $6 million to fund tourism in Egypt. I could go on, and I'm happy to provide this list to every single one of you. But then they're very quiet about the fact that there are still North Carolinians and people in California who have lost everything. And in the last 4 years, this federal government did nothing to help them. So upon coming out here to the briefing room, I was made aware of the funding from USAID to media outlets, including Politico, who I know has a seat in this room. I can confirm that the more than $8 million taxpayer dollars that have gone to essentially subsidizing subscriptions to Politico on the American taxpayers' dime will no longer be happening.
Are any officials here preparing to fight Democratic lawmakers in the streets?
Absolutely not.
Like the Democrats are so steamed about Doge, Congresswoman LaMonica McIver says we are at war. Ilhan Omar says we might actually see somebody get killed. And Chris Van Hollen says we have to fight this in the Congress, we have to fight this in the streets. So what now?
And may I just point out, if you heard that type of violent, enticing rhetoric from our side of the aisle, from Republican leaders on Capitol Hill, I think there would be a lot more outrage in this room today. It's unacceptable, the comments that have been made by these Democrat leaders, and frankly, they don't even know what they're talking about. And for Democrat officials to incite violence and encourage Americans to take to the streets is incredibly alarming, and they should be held accountable for that rhetoric. Reject the premise of your question that this forces the United States to be entangled in conflicts abroad. The president has not committed to putting boots on the ground in Gaza. He has also said that the United States is not going to pay for the rebuilding of Gaza. His administration is going to work with our partners in the region to reconstruct this region. Again, it's a demolition site right now. It's not a livable place for any human being. And I think it's actually quite evil to suggest that people should live in such dire conditions. It does not mean boots on the ground in Gaza. It does not mean American taxpayers will be funding this effort. It means Donald Trump, who is the best deal maker on the planet, is going to strike a deal with our partners in the region.
He did not rule out American troops in Gaza last night. Are you doing that now?
I am saying that the president has not committed to that.
Caroline, she's the one and only. She's a one of a kind. I just love her, I just love her. That is the press secretary, and I am the hood press secretary. We are one and the same. The only difference is she's a little more political and more, she can speak more. But anyway, I'm speaking good too, motherfucker. Now, it just makes no sense how much money you guys spending. And what actually makes no sense as well is the fact that all y'all keep doing is Elon Musk. President Trump wanted to buy Gaia. What you're doing is your bitch asses is covering up for what the fuck y'all really doing. See, y'all trying to shut us up here at the White House. You're trying to shut us up from letting it be known, because all we're doing is letting the taxpayers know where their money been spent all these years. I mean, what's wrong with us letting y'all know? Tell me it ain't nothing wrong with us letting y'all know. And now you got them trying to shut us up. I don't think that's right. I think that's wrong. Listen to this though. Listen to this.
have got to tell Elon Musk, nobody elected your.
He must be made to pay. We must enforce the law. Lock him up. Lock him up.
It is pretty clear we have to shut down the Senate. We are at war.
No one elected your ass. Nobody elected you either. Why? When did you come about? You was, I don't know. I don't even know when you came about. Like, you too old. You too old. Like, go sit the fuck down, ho. Anywho, President Donald J. Trump elected him here at the White House. And I apologize that you don't like it with your fake ass media outrage, but what y'all doing is trying to cover up the fact that y'all done spent all of this money. See, we're not gonna let that deter. We ain't banned Gaza, okay? What we're trying to do is formulate it and make it beautiful again so the people can go back home and so that they can live. Right now, it is a total mess from over there because what the Democrats has done. Now, this is a fact, okay? It's messy over there. We messed it up, so why the fuck wouldn't we fix it? He cleaning up your mess. He's cleaning up their mess. Y'all can't see that? I don't know what the fuck to tell you. Yes, we messed it up. I apologize for this stupid war that was going on because it was very, very dumb. And at the end of the day, that's all President Trump is saying. And that's all Caroline is saying. And that's all I'm saying. I mean, I don't understand how y'all don't understand that. Make sure y'all share this video so we can get out there to the world, because the problem is I'm not seeing a lot of likes and shares. I'm not seeing a lot of shares. Y'all have to share this stuff because it's the truth. I'm preaching the truth. You understand what I'm saying? Now, these people is trying to cover up the fact of what they've been doing, embezzling money. They need to be jailed. They need to be jailed. They need to be in fucking jail with their hoe asses. I mean, $8 million to Politico, to a media source. Like, y'all embezzling that much money? Like, this don't make no motherfucking sense. The Department of Education is shit. It was shit when I was in school. It was shit in high school. It was shit in elementary school. And it was shit in middle school. See how I said that backwards? It's supposed to be, I said, shit in elementary school, shit in middle school, and shit in high school. But unfortunately, because of my education, I got it backwards or in the middle. Fuck that. Now, President Trump had already said that he was going to get rid of the Department of Education, as he should. We should not be teaching a lot of things that they're teaching our children in school. They should be learning. And a lot of children are not learning. Now, it's mighty funny how we are ranked the lowest when we give the most money. They give the most money.
To be the education department secretary if you're going to get rid of the education department?
Because I told Linda, I hope you do a great job and put yourself out of a job. I want her to put herself out of a job. Education department. So we're ranked number 40 out of 40 schools, right? We're ranked number 1 in cost per pupil. So we spend more per pupil than any other country in the world. And we're ranked at the bottom of the list. We're ranked very badly.
So why are our children ranked the lowest? Now, I can confirm that I have been in multiple states. My children have been to a couple of schools. And what I can say, there are some schools better than others. I was in a district where the school system sucked ass. The principal sat there and said that it's okay for a child to have a D. Unfortunately, that was fucked up. That school needs to be shut down. Because if the principal feel that way, I'm sure the principal did not get a D by becoming principal, right? There is no standards for our children in these schools, and that's sad. And then we're not going to not get on the parents because it is some of the parents' fault as well. But we teach differently. Everybody don't teach Black History Month in their homes, right? Every Black person don't teach that. But when you go to school, now my child is learning about Martin Luther King, which the shit, as we know, as of right now, has been a lie about this man. He's a whore. And he was in freak-offs like Diddy, okay? So with that being said, I don't want my children learning about him, like, period. Like, not at all. We have transgender community. I feel like you need to learn about that when you become of age. That is not for a kindergarten, a 6th grader, none of that. Like, that's not for that, like, period. Like, let them kids choose on their motherfucking own. So we are spending billions to the Department of Education, and our children are getting nowhere. They're bird brains. We're going to tell them the truth. And that's just what it is. The money needs to be funded to who's going to teach these children about real history, real life, politics, credit, finances. It shouldn't take a child to when they turn 18 to now realize about credit. The media outrage is out there, and I have no more fucking further questions. See you all later.